Yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine.
All right, Shalom Israel. This is Precinct Officer Masha Yala out of the ISUPK Atlanta. And we got Officer THAMAYAM, Officer 1000 THAMAYAM teaching a heavy history class tonight. You know, hunted for justice, man. Our people are always hunted. You know, they always hunt us down, man. We're gonna talk about the massacre in ELAINE, Arkansas. And, you know, we had so many massacres all over, you know what I'm saying, so-called America. You know, everything we try to build up, the oppressor, the white man tries to destroy it. You know what I'm saying? So just like today, we can't have our own communities. You know, we can't have our own businesses. You know, we can't have our own restaurants. We can't have things to ourselves because the white man is always going to poke his long nose in everything that we do. He wants a part of it. You know what I'm saying? He's always want to be in the middle of what we got going on because he's going to sabotage it. He'll never want to see black and brown people come together. That's just something that he'll never accept because every minute and every second black people come together, his world is going to crumble. You know what I'm saying? His world is going to crumble because he needs blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He needs you to be at the bottom of his foot, begging and graveling and trying to get a piece of the American pie. That American pie is not for you. It don't even taste good. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to pay bills for the rest of their life? You know what I'm saying? That's the American way. Paying and keeping you in debt. You know what I'm saying? So Salaki, Adawan, you see you back on. So you got it.
Damn right, man. Most High in Christ. Facts. All right, man. Well, today's class is about one of the deadliest massacres in U.S. history, according to historians. This is one of the deadliest massacres you could ever hear about. It's even above the Black Wall Street, and we know Black Wall Street was bad, man.
Right.
But there's other massacres that happened in the United States that you had heard about. You never heard of these massacres because they hide the history. They don't want you to know how much of a monster they are. You know, if only black and Hispanic people knew every event when it came to violence, when it came to lynching, you know, unaliving our people, would you still want to be a part of this American society? And it's very important that me and my brother Mashallah, that we bring out these type of events that happen in history, because the school systems will not teach our children about this. You know, it would be forever hidden. But we need to bring up the past, because the past been, you know, covered up by these devils, so people won't know that they the damn devil. All right, but here in the ISUPK, we always let our people know that the YT man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right,
like we gonna
go ahead, Warrior.
No, so like if I could add on to that, you know, white people always tell you to forget the history, but they never forget their history. But they want you to forget your history to know how evil they are. While they keep pumping into you, God loves everybody, their history shows that they ain't never loved black people. You know what I'm saying? Their history shows that they never wanted to be equal with black people. That's why they want you to forget the history. They want to hit the reset button. You know what I'm saying? And not remember nothing that they did. You know what I'm saying? Still doing evil, but they don't want you to understand the real true evil that they hate you. You know what I'm saying? So Salakia, sir.
Damn right, Most High in Christ. And also too, what you talking about is inside of this history, you know. And this information I'm going to bring out today about the ELAINE massacre that happened in Arkansas. It also going to expose that when black people so-called got free from slavery, you was not free. They found other ways to enslave you and entrap you and keep you in captivity. You know, this incident was so bad that they went to the church and came to bring violence to the church. That's why I tell people all the time, it's the difference between black Christianity and white Christianity. Black Christians, they are trained to love everybody, not white Christians. They are taught that they are above everybody. They are superior. And to proclaim white Jesus all over the damn place. And whoever don't love white Jesus is your enemy.
So like if I could out of one.
Go ahead, Warrior.
I mean, that's a heavy thing you bringing out because, you know, black Christian and white Christians is two different things. The black Christian is praying to his white God to free him from this oppression. And the white man is praying to his white God to keep black people in oppression. So whose prayers is this God listening to? You know what I'm saying? You praying to that white guy, is falling on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? You got to pray to the black God. You got to understand it's the black God that you need to be praying to. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of yourself.
All right, Most High Christ. Man, and a lot of our people, if I could, a lot of our people think that Dylan Roof situation was you know, the most horrific thing you ever seen. You know, how he went to that church and unallowed those 9 Christians inside of that church. These oppressors went to this church in Arkansas and then wiped them off the map, all of them in there, and burned up the church.
Right.
Man, we must understand how evil this oppressor that is over us is, man. And that's my job to do that specific thing today. All right. So let's go to the article, Baba Kashaw. We got any comments?
Live, sir. We don't have any at the moment. We got Officer Sharatazah that just came up.
All right, Shalom, Lord Christ, Sharatazah.
Shalom, Yashim Shpikta. What's going on out of one?
Hey, Shalom, Yahab Ashmi Yashapakatam.
Most High Christ.
Lord
All right,
Christ,
let's get it cracking, man. Let's get into it.
all right. You want to get that article? You want the article? The ELAINE massacre of 1990 in what is one of the darkest episodes of racial violence against Black Americans, and it is less widely known than Tulsa.
Go ahead. That Tulsa is Black Wall Street, you know. When those damn oppressors dropped a bomb on our people, dropped the bomb on their own U.S. soil. The same place they so-called love so damn much. If Negroes was to succeed and excel in whatever what we do, you know, they'll come and show you their true colors. They ain't showing you all the way who they are because we on the bottom. Let us, you know, one day just come together and start rising up and having our own businesses, getting along, making boss moves, you understand? You're going to see the true colors of these damn devils. They'll come to your home and unalive you. They'll come to that Christian church and unalive you. They'll do whatever it takes to keep you on the bottom because that's what America is all about. Keeping Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians on the bottom. All right. Read on.
Khan, what happened in ELAINE, Arkansas? The massacre occurred in Phillips County, Arkansas, beginning on the night of September 30th, 1919. The central issue was not initially racial conflict in the streets. It was money, labor, and black farmers organizing.
Yes, and before I get into that, do y'all know this is around the same year, around the same time Black Wall Street had got bombed? And around the same time, the Red Summer that happened, it was an incident called the Red Summer in Missouri, when a lot of black people got unalive. This is around the same time. So what am I trying to say? Man, they was doing this all over the United States in the same year. Around, you know, in a whole bunch of places that you don't know about because they hide it. Man. But read on. Oh, read that from the top again when you read about the farmers, because I have to get into that.
It says, beginning on the night of September 30th, 1919, the central issue was not initially racial conflict in the streets. It was money, labor, and black farmers organizing.
Mm-hmm.
Around 100 black people, primarily sharecroppers, gathered at a church near ELAINE as part of the Progressive Farmers and Household Union of America.
Mm-hmm.
Black sharecroppers believe white plantation owners were cheating them out of their proper share of the cotton profits.
Of course they was. We'll start right there. Of course they was. Man, you know what's so crazy? We was picking cotton on a plantation for free, for nothing. And then they so-called, was supposed to free us, but we came out of the, slavery, right back picking cotton. And we were supposed to get paid for it. They didn't want to pay. They want you to shut up and keep picking cotton. No different than what the NBA told LeBron James when he spoke up, shut up and keep dribbling. Shut up and keep picking cotton. No, don't worry about what we pay you. They not satisfied until you work for free. That's how they like it. It's called control. Always having a rule over you. If they let you free and let you excel in life, they won't have no control over you, and you'll become a threat to them. But black people, we got money. We got money right now, and we still loving these oppressors and not being a threat to them. But even in slavery, we ain't have nothing. We ain't have 40 acres and a mule. We ain't have none of this stuff. They still felt threatened just by paying us our wages, paying us for picking cotton. Man, this is horrible, man. Ain't no stuff, man. The hell with that talking about you freed us, in this certain type of year in the 1800s. You still found a way to oppress us even more and keep us in slavery by not paying. That's why you can't believe nothing the oppressors say, because he always break his words, his agreements, according to the Bible covenants. But let's read.
Okay. It says black sharecroppers believe white plantation owners were cheating them out of their proper share of cotton profits, and they were organizing to demand accurate counting and fair payment.
Slocky, I'm gonna ask y'all boys something, and I'm pretty sure y'all know it. What was the system of them, the particular system of them cheating them out of cotton? How did they do it? Do y'all know?
I'll take a stab at it.
Go ahead.
They was not giving them the proper whatever the cotton cost. They wasn't giving that amount. They was giving them less.
Yeah, you own it. You almost there. You ever heard of you have to meet this type of quota, or not quarter, but quota.
Quota.
Yeah, a quota. This type of number they want you to get. You ever heard of that? Yeah. It's like piecework. Instead of you working by the hour, you're not getting paid by the hour. You're getting paid for the work you do.
Yeah, like
the number
that's why they always pulling over niggas. Yeah, they got to reach their quota at the end of the month.
Yeah, because guess what? In slavery, they had this same quota. You had to meet, or you get your back beat in. You know what I'm saying? Here, this is supposed to be called, not slavery, and they're supposed to pay you once you reach that quota. Guess what they said? Man, you ain't reached the quota. They'll make up a lie. saying you ain't reached that quarter the whole time. You surpassed that quarter. You know what I'm saying? Beyond measure. But they just don't want to pay you. They have it in their mind. It's a slave. I ain't got to pay him nothing. You know, I'm so used to not paying them nothing. Let's keep it going. I don't care what Abraham Lincoln said, what the government said. I want this to keep on happening. Even if I have to cheat them and lie to them, that's what's going to happen. And that's what they did. All right?
Yes. Salakia too.
Go ahead.
Like when the cotton was sold, you know what I'm saying, the plantation owner, he the one that controlled the money.
Mm-hmm.
He did all the accounting. So you didn't know how much was coming in and how much was going out.
Right.
You just knew that he owed you money.
Right.
It's just like today we work a slave and the company, let's say you work for Coca-Cola. You don't know how much Coca-Cola really makes. You could Google it, but you don't know how much it makes. You don't know what's going in that man's pocket. And, you know, in your mind, you thinking, man, I should be making this. You know what I'm saying? This would be fair. But in their mind, it's like they getting the whole loaf of bread and they just give you the crumbs. They just give you the, you know, you don't even get half.
Right.
You just get the crumbs. You know what I mean? In this case, man, they were cheating these brothers big time. These brothers was sharecropping. They was buying the when it came to farming, they was buying the seeds, the food, the tools. They was buying everything from the slave master, and then they went in debt because whatever they made, they had to give it right back to the slave master.
Right.
So it was, you know what I mean?
Damn right, man. Most High Christ. Man. And that's no difference than today, Shabbat Zah Mashallah.
Right.
Everything we make, what we do, give it right back to these oppressors.
Right.
That's why I call this place America. I call this place America modern day slavery. It is modern day slavery. All right. And also, I want y'all to like let's travel back in time. Y'all come travel with me, y'all. Do y'all know, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, places in this sections of America, you had the Delta. Y'all know the Delta is a place that, got good soil, amazing soil. So just imagine how much cotton was growing over there. Just imagine how much agriculture they had over there. They was making a killing. You mean to tell me you can't pay your workers at least halfway fairly? This back in the day where America said cotton was king because cotton is what made America great. But who picked that cotton? Black people. And you can't even acknowledge it. You can't even give us nothing. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to give us nothing. The Most High gonna make you give up this whole place back to us. Everything in your pocket gonna go back to us. And guess what? They gonna be on our plantation, and they're gonna be our property instead of us being their possession. That's way better than reparations from America. You understand? That's what black people should be fighting for, instead of begging these damn oppressors for crumbs, like we dogs at the bottom of their dinner table or something. But let's get into this information a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get into some scriptures.
Okay. It says the church meeting turned deadly. Armed black guards were present to protect the meeting. During the night, several white men approached the church. Gunfire broke out under circumstances that remain disputed, leaving one white man unalive and another wounded.
Yeah, they you know what happened. They didn't want to talk when they came to that church. They were talking crazy. You know how the oppressors get down. And they started it first. They was for sure the aggressor. And we defended ourselves. Don't let nobody tell you black people back in the day didn't defend themselves. Even though we are talking about black Christians, those black Christians defended themselves a lot. They ain't let them oppressors just do what they want to do, like they do all the time, Nah. They did their thing. And one oppressor got unalive and one was wounded. Y'all know what happened after that, right? You know what happened after that? All of them coming in, and they finna start lying, making up some evil reasons just to come unalive us all.
Salakia.
Go ahead, Warrior.
That reminds me of the police, the so-called police.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the police come up to you and provoke you, disrespect you, provoke you to do something, and
Right.
then you get into it with that one cop, and then all of a sudden there's a whole squad, a whole mob of police.
Salakia. Man, they do that with a traffic stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just probably going what 10 miles over the speed limit, or some of them just might want to mess with you for no reason because you got a nice truck, you know what I'm saying, with some rims on it, and they're like, man, I ain't got no truck with no rims on it. You know, the white man's a hater. It's like I meant to say the white T man. He's a hater.
Right.
So he's stopping you because you doing good, and it's his job for you to do bad, and just make up a reason. Hey man, your brake light not on. It's not coming on. Man, make up false accusations. You know. And guess what? Before he stopped you, he called for backup. He called a whole bunch of them to come. And where I'm from, man, if they really want you, they'll plant some dope on you. Yeah, they'll make up an excuse and say, hey, he had a gun, you know, in the glove department. They do all kind of garbage. We from the street, y'all. We know what time it is. And they was doing it back then. Same thing they doing right now, they was doing it back then. That's why it's so important for us to come together, man, and say the hell with these devils. We should have never ever put faith in them anyway to do what's right. We don't have no business joining them. We supposed to look to one another and say we need to do what's right and love ourselves. All right? That's unnatural. It's not normal for black people to be joined with white society.
Right.
That is against nature. You understand? And how can I prove it's against nature? Black people are being lynched from trees. Every week, being lynched from trees. And it's declared a suicide. You know, it's crazy. You know? But that proves it. And the whole, you know, a lot of stuff, etc. I can go on and on and on about it, man. But let's read this material.
Come on, sir. It says rumors then spread that black residents were planning an insurrection against white people.
That means they wanted to go. They were saying we want to go to war with them. Go ahead.
That characterization was enormously consequential. Instead of treating the original shooting as an incident requiring an investigation, armed white groups poured into the area.
Hey, some were civilians, some were police officers, some were just you know, at the bottom of the barrel, trailer park trash, you know. But all of them came. All right, read on.
Black residents were hunted. The violence expanded far beyond the people who had attended the union meeting. Black men, women, and families throughout the countryside became targets. The exact death toll will probably never be known. The Encyclopedia of Arkansas says estimates of the number of black people unalive range into the hundreds, compared with 5 white deaths. It describes ELAINE as the deadliest racial confrontation in Arkansas history and potentially the bloodiest racial conflict in U.S. history. The bloodiest. You understand? Man, a lot of people don't know Arkansas is racist as hell, man. Everybody be talking about Mississippi and Alabama and, you know, Georgia and other places. Man, Arkansas is racist as hell. Yeah, but guess what? A lot of people don't know because these devils know how to hide some stuff. You understand? Yeah, they definitely know how to hide that they the devil. All right. That's it on the information, though. We got a little bit more because I'm going to go into the scriptures. We can keep going. We got some more. Okay, go ahead. It says the uncertainty the uncertainty about the number unalived is important. You'll see figures such as 100, 200, 237, 500, or more. Depending on the source, historians don't have documentation sufficient to establish one definitive number. So I wouldn't teach anyone of those estimates as proven fact. It says then black survivors were persecuted.
Oh man, I'm glad you kept on reading, man. Cause I meant to bring this out too. This another evil part of this history I definitely hate. Let's read about it.
Okay, this is one of the most disturbing parts of the history. After black residents have been subjected to mass racial violence, authorities arrested large numbers of black people. 12 black men, the ELAINE 12, were convicted of the murder and sentenced to death.
They got lynched. They got lynched without a trial. They had a trial, but it was like for an hour, even if that. And they was not allowed to even meet up with their lawyer. They wanted to make sure that they got lynched, and they ain't care. And if guess what, even if they got found innocent and not guilty, they had a lynch mob outside the door waiting on them. They didn't care if the judge said you innocent. They were finna lynch them regardless. So it wasn't no hope for these 12 black survivors. All right, and this is an evil thing, man. So we done with that, or you think we need to go on a little bit more?
We just need to finish this paragraph and then we can move on.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. It says the trials were extraordinarily short and occurred in an atmosphere dominated by mobs. Defense attorneys had little meaningful opportunity to prepare. According to the Encyclopedia of Arkansas, some defendants weren't even given an opportunity to meet their appointed lawyers before trial.
Mm-hmm.
That's it right there.
All right. Well, let's get Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. Anytime y'all want to chime in or y'all got a scripture, hey man, just go ahead and go. All right. So you have it, Exodus chapter 5, verse 1.
Come on, sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 5, and verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, God of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
The reason why I brought out this scripture, because not just the white, I don't want to say the white man, not just the YT man. I'm trying to train myself, mashallah, and Shabbat.
Yeah.
It's rough, you understand? But not just the YT man, all the other nations can't stand us, man. And all of them is our oppressors. And the Bible says that America is spiritual Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? We most definitely see as Egypt, because Egypt is what? Bondage. And they had the Israelites in bondage. In America have the Israelites in bondage. Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We are the Israelites, and this place had the same Israelites in bondage that Egypt had. All right? And they don't want to let God's people go. You understand? And there's some things in this chapter I'm going to bring out that's going to be heavy. So go ahead, mashallah. Read the second verse.
Come on, verse 2. And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go.
Why? Because he had his own fake false gods. Kemet. Them flaming hot Cheeto Rainbow Coalition gods on the wall. Those are gods he served. No different than America serving this Rainbow Coalition white Jesus that they have on their walls. Right. They think these gods are more powerful than the living God of the Bible. You know, they think so, and God had to show them all the time when he put them in their place, when he put them down. And America gonna meet the same fate that the Pharaoh of Egypt had to meet. All right. So read on.
Come on. And they said, the God of the Hebrews hath met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days, journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord our God, lest he fall upon us with his pestilence or with the sword.
Man, all they wanted was 3 days to keep a feast day. They didn't say free us forever. You know what I'm saying? Let us go forever. And we ain't gonna serve you or work for you no more. They say let's get 3 days to serve our God, the God of the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's gonna slow down progress in Egypt. You know, they want work to keep on continuing. They want to sit on their behinds and watch you work, and you build up their empire. You know, that's what they wanted the Israelites to do. And by you going to serve a God, some God that they don't respect, that's how they feel. Hey man, I'm not doing that. It's not worth it. I'd rather see you work. You need to stay busy. Let me give you the Donald Trump voice. Go get a job.
Right.
You know, that's what they tell us when we at camp, when we on the street corners, saying that God is black, Christ is black, the angels are black, the Israelites are black. If you are black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you are the Israelites. And you should be proud to be black or brown. You know what I'm saying? We tell our people that. And they don't like that. They walk by the camps and say, hey, do y'all got something better else to do? Do y'all have jobs? They actually telling you you're not doing something positive unless you're working for them. That's the only positive thing you can do as a black man or a Hispanic man or Native American Indian man is build up their empire and work for them. Anything else, you's a bum in their eyes. You are nothing. And you still a bum in their eyes. You still ain't nothing in their eyes. Cause they want you to work for a little bit of nothing. They want you to work for them and the hell with your nation of people. All these nations think like that. But read on.
Come on. Verse 4. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you unto your burdens? Verse 5. And Pharaoh said,
he was telling them, stop telling me about your God and proclaiming your God amongst the people when they need to work. And you need to go to work too.
Right.
Yeah. That's how America thinks, man. That's how they operate. America work us so much, man. Some of the feast days, it be hard for us to keep. You know, the feast day that we keep in the truth. A lot of us have to get off from work and go straight to the feast day. Man, it be rough, but we make sure we do it. But that's how much they work you, man. So a lot of our feast day lasts for 8 days. Not a lot, but some feast days last for 8 days or 3 days and stuff. But they don't care about you keeping your feast day because they want you to serve their gods. They want you to go to church on Sunday and learn about how you could work more hard for them and love them more and disregard your people. You understand? Don't stop doing that, people. Let's denounce that Christian church. Let's denounce America. Because America in that church is our problem. We done gave these 2 places I named, my spirit and our love. And it ain't working, man. Our people are getting lynched and not getting no justice because of that church in America. That church put the spirit on you not to care about your people being lynched. Just care about your own greedy pockets. That has to stop, man. You can't just remember these black people that's being lynched for 1 week and go right back to your greedy, selfish life. Stop that. It's time for that to end. Justice for black people is not the white man's responsibility. We supposed to keep that on our minds and make sure that happens. We don't need their court system, man. We need God.
Right.
We need the laws of God to place in order in our community to to put these damn devils out of our community and racially profile all these nations, not just the white man. Because all skin folk ain't kin folk. But let's read on.
Come on. Verse 5, and Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens.
Man, y'all talk to me, man. Hey, y'all talk to me, Marshall. What this damn Hamite talking about? This butt scratching African talking about?
Oh, it's a lot of people out there. They don't need to quit working. They need to keep going.
Yeah, right.
too much to get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, man, too many of them. You don't need to be sitting down.
Right.
But read on.
Okay. And verse 6, and Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, verse 7, ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore let them go and gather straw for themselves.
Good night.
Y'all break it down for me. Talk to me, man. I know y'all know what this means.
He just doubled it, man. He just added more work to the work you already had.
Yeah. But for what? For you complaining.
You complain, keep you busy.
Yeah. For you crying. For you, actually trying to make a difference and, give your people some type of relief. Man, they don't want you to be relieved.
Right.
They don't want you to have no peace, man. They want you to be oppressed. They want you to always be stressed the hell out, man.
Right.
That's what get their rocks off. A lot of our people that's Christians, man, they don't understand, man. These oppressors, man, they dream about oppressing you. And after they dream about oppressing you, they make it come true when they get up out of their bed, man. I say this all the time, man. I used to wonder why these damn oppressors, right? They get the tallest cup of coffee in the morning. We get a regular cup of coffee, but they get the tallest. Cause they want to make sure they energized up to watch you and oppress you on that job. You understand?
Right.
To figure out which Negro I'm gonna fire today. Which Negro I'm gonna lie on about he's not working. You just understand the mind, the criminal mind of our oppressors, man. Let's read on. Slacky too. I left something out. Read that verse again about the taskmasters of our people.
Verse 6, and the Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, verse 7, ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore let them go and gather straw for themselves.
So the people that was so-called supposed to keep us in line, our so-called little, I ain't even gonna say government, just the people that they let be in charge of black people. No different than the Pharisees and the Sadducees, But they was like, hey, don't give your people no straw. And if you give your people some straw, we're gonna beat you. So do you rather hear your people cry or me beating the hell out of you with this bullwhip to your back? Which one you rather prefer? Today, now it's, hey man, check this out. If you want to be a black supremacist, if you want to give your people hope, just know we ain't gonna support you. People that make sure that our people stay in the influence of unaliving each other, staying in that Christian church, most definitely, those are the ones that are real successful in America. That's what these oppressors do. They support our downfall, not our upcomings. And that's why that pastor is in his little small heaven in America. Because he makes sure he keep his people down under the foot of the YT man. But let's keep going.
Come on. Verse 8, and the tail of the bricks which they did make heretofore, ye shall lay upon them. Ye shall not diminish aught therefore, for they be idle. Therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our God.
What that means when it says they be idle. Y'all know? When it said they're gonna be idle. Have y'all ever heard of being idle-minded? Don't sit at home and just be idle-minded. So I gave y'all a hint. So what is he saying?
Not doing nothing?
Yeah, don't let them sit around and don't do nothing. Make sure they work. You understand? They can't be sitting around doing nothing. When our professor see us at camp on the corner, when he see us teaching these classes, he considered this work that we're doing for the Lord is nothing. That's why he'll come on the class sometimes in the comment section and be like, do y'all have jobs? Do y'all have a career? Do y'all have something good going on for a living? Well, this is the best job you can ever have on this earth as a black and a brown man. You understand?
Right.
Teaching the truth is the best job you can ever have. Because this will get us out of this oppression that we face every damn day. All right, let's drop that chapter and let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 17, right? That's what I put down on my chart.
Come on, bro.
But what we must understand is if we come back to our power, man, our God is not a sweet, loving, and all hugs and kisses type of God. He is a God that will rain down judgment. Blood will be shed. I'm talking about you're gonna hear a cry that you never heard from this earth when he's saying Christ back here, man. And that's what we should look forward to. That's what we should be working hard to obtain in our possessions. Because everything we done tried on this earth has not worked. Black Panthers, Islam, the Christian church, none of these organizations or institution, religions, whatever, has worked for us. The only thing gonna work for us is the laws of God, man. All right. So let's read that scripture.
Come on, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I I can't say it.
Now let's start from the top again. That's all right, man. Take your time. You gotta go fast. Let me catch up with you. Yeah, just take your time. All right.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 17. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispossess? I cannot say the word. Dispossess.
Dispose. This say dispose.
Yeah, I can't say it. Dispose.
Yeah, start from the top again. Dispose them.
It's a lie here. 17. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispose of them?
How you pronounce this word?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I can't even say.
Yeah, it's dispossessed.
Dispossess them.
You said dispossess or not dispose? Disposes.
It is this. The word is dispose, but it's this. Because of the ESS, it's dispossess.
Yeah, just say this dispose. For the audience. Because they'll definitely know what that means. But go ahead.
Come on, verse 18. Thou shalt
read 17 again.
Verse 17. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispose them?
How can you? And how many of our people in their mind be like, hey, man, these nations are greater than I. How can we fight them? How can we come up against them? That's the mind of our people right now today. Because The oppressor's army, the army of America is great, man. It's strong. And they be like, we can't do nothing with them. I don't care what we do. How can we beat them? So they be on the side of the oppressor. They support the oppressor because they see it as, hey, that's a losing battle. Well, let me tell you something. You should have it in your mind that you would prefer to lose than to serve them. I don't care if you have to lose 8, 9, 10 times or forever. You should prefer losing than to join them, because you definitely losing when you join to them. You losing and you in hell. Hey man, I just rather just lose and wait till the day I win. You understand? Yeah. Read on.
Come on. Thou shalt not be afraid of them, but will remember what the Lord thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto all Egypt.
Now this is in the book of Deuteronomy, when when it was gone in the wilderness, and Moses telling them to remember what happened in Egypt and how the Lord came down on them and brought horror to them, unalive their firstborn sons, brought plagues to them. But that last plague, man, that Pharaoh couldn't take it. And he let down his so-called big old behind pride, man. He had let it go. But then guess what? Even though he let it go, and he see us leave, and he see it wasn't no workers like that, he still try to come back and unalive us, man. And that's when Moses had split the Red Sea and drowned them, whatever, But that go to show you the heart and mind of these oppressors. They'll still try to fight God, man, to oppress you. They'll still fight to the day they die, man. These oppressors, man, they see that this place called America is falling. They see hurricanes and earthquakes and forest fires. Man, it's chaos on the earth. And they know it's their last end. And they know that this is special. It's a power behind this, man, a God behind this. Do you think they care? All they care about is oppressing you. All right. America cannot run without your oppression. America was made off racism, and it's going to end that way. But the racism that's going to end with America is us bringing oppression in them. Us choosing our people first. You know what I'm saying? Us choosing our race. All right. Which we should do all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But go ahead.
Cool. It says, verse 19, the great temptations which thine eyes saw, and the signs, the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby the Lord thy God brought thee out. So shall the Lord thy God do unto all the people of whom thou art afraid.
Yeah, and this is talking about the Canaanites. So the South Africans of the day, they used to be in our land of Israel. They was there before us when we was traveling in the wilderness, and it was tall, big South Africans that we had to fight. And a lot of us was afraid. The Lord said, "Don't be afraid of these Africans, man. These Canaanites. Don't be afraid of them, because you got me on your side." And we conquered them. Same thing with America. If we serve the Lord, ain't nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
The reason why you're afraid, because you're not serving the Lord. You're serving white Jesus. You're serving the YT people when you're in that church. But if you had the Lord on your side, man, which is you following the laws of God, man, you don't have to worry about nothing, man. And we're going to see why in this chapter. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 20, moreover, the Lord thy God will send the hornet among them until they that are left and hide themselves from thee be destroyed.
And hey, man, that's a good God, ain't it?
All right.
You got his back, he got your back. But how can you say you got God's back when you're serving his enemies? when you inside of that church. You want God to do something for you, you know what I'm saying? But you won't follow his laws. You won't be by his side. You want to be by the oppressor side because you envy the oppressor over here in America. You want to have everything he has. That's why you're in that church. All right. And that's why integration had happened. These black folks that we're reading about, the ELAINE massacre, these black folks they were trying to have their people rise up and come up. They fresh out of slavery, you know, and they fought back and they was Christians. But guess what? Over a time period, Christians got tired of fighting these oppressors, you know, and that's when they came up and said, we want to have integration.
Right.
You know, this happened. The first incident of this happened is when they was inside the church. They tried to get with their so-called white Christian brothers. They say the white Christians are their brothers. They try to be peaceable inside of the church building and come together and work something out. But those oppressors kept on bringing oppression, kept on bringing murder to them. And they just got tired of fighting. Us in ISUPK, we are trained not to stop fighting.
Right.
Not to stop fighting, man. No matter what happens, don't stop fighting. Always stand for your people, man. All right, because that's what Christ did for us. Christ died for us, man. So if you're a real Christian, man, and if you knew the truth about Christ, hey, man, Christ loved his people all the way, man, to the end, and still not today, you know. He went on that cross for us, man. He said his blood was shed for us because he would not stop teaching the truth.
Right.
All right, let's read on.
Kawakan. Verse 21. Thou shalt not be afraid at them, for the Lord thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible.
Ooh, terrible. Terrible, man. Do you understand that? When the Most High God sent the death angel to Egypt, it was a loud and terrible cry, man. He unalive all the firstborn sons of Egypt. Man, you heard crying all over Egypt. Guess what? When World War III hit America, man, you're gonna hear more than crying. You hear all type of things. Missiles, crying, pain. You're gonna see oppressors nose diving off skyscrapers. You're gonna see it all, man. Because the Most High God is a terrible power. And he is not to be played with, man. That's why it's so important that you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. So you can, you know, have his hand come and move against America, man.
Right.
And it's already happening. It's already begun. All right. But with that, do any of y'all have anything to bring out or anything to say?
I just want to say the water for bringing out this topic, hunting for justice in the ELAINE, Arkansas massacre, because you know a lot of our people only think it was Tulsa, Oklahoma that went through these massacres, and it was a lot more than this. You know what I'm saying? It happened. You know, black people built up some great cities. You know what I'm saying? They had great communities, and once again, the white man wants to destroy any type of accomplishments that we have, sir. So the water for bringing that out.
Damn right. Most High in Christ, warrior. Are you good, Shabazar? You got anything to say?
Nah, I'm too wild.
All right, man. Any comments in the comment section?
Sir. We just got the salute in there, and that was it.
All right, man. That's my time. I'm preaching novice of 1,000, THAMAYAM. I got been preaching novice of 1,000, Shabazar Halak, and preaching novice of 500, Ma'asha. And this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge St. Louis history class, man. This class is from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time every Monday, man. Press like, share, and subscribe. Share this truth. It is much needed on the earth today. And with that, shalom.
Shalom Israel.
Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach his people. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing